Burn, cars. Burn. Nobody even likes you. What do you mean? Hello? Yeah. So, I just found out that basically all the proxies I'd been making for the last, I don't know how long, I've been doing it probably for 2 days, was completely useless and none of it can work. And I have to basically start again from scratch with the proxies, exporting everything, B-roll, you name it, all of it has to go again. This time I'm going to do it in DaVinci Resolve, and I'm just going to export physical smaller files, and yeah, oh actually I should do what Ash told me. Stop. And just make them into like 5-minute segments or something like that, instead of just hour-long interview pieces and stuff like that. So yeah, that's what I'm about to start doing. And it's gonna take a while, but we'll get there. And I cried a lot today, and one of the previous third years helped me out, which was nice and cheered me up a bit. But yeah, I'm sure Erin is so disappointed in me, but I'm new to this, and yeah, people make mistakes, so here we go. Thought about how you're supposed to like cut it up and stuff like that, and that won't work because it's all going to be the same file name to attach as a proxy, and a proxy isn't going to attach to a long piece in 5-minute intervals, and I can't cut perfectly like that. That'll take a long time, and fucking around with the 4K footage. So I'm just gonna have to wait for the interviews to export. My group members on this trip seem to be under the impression that I love to be alone. But the truth is, I find it unbearable to be with them because I can barely ever get a word in. And I love deep and meaningful conversations, and I love talking about things to a great extent, and I like doing it with people, but people just talk over me so easily, or don't give a fuck about what I say, or can only come up with sort of rude comebacks. And honestly, that's so much more depressing than being alone. It also hurts that because they assume that I want to be alone, that even the girls who I don't mind talking to when it's just us, because God knows the boys won't let me talk, and it's just me, by the way. Jess can talk way easy. It's so much more painful dealing with that, and thus I hide myself away from them, because what's the point being around them if you can't even get a word in? What's the point of being here? So they all think that I don't like being around people, and thus I don't get invited to many things that they all plan. I don't believe I was invited to Goa. I don't remember. It was more of a, they were talking about it, then they're like, are you coming? And I'm like, well, I was never invited, this is news to me. And I decided not to go, because why would I want to go to something that people just sort of half expected me to go to without ever asking if I wanted to go? Would you hang out with me there? Because I only get the impression that you hang out with me here because you have to. Never have I felt so alone. I had to laugh because Liam said to me the other weekend, don't feel like you've been abandoned, Amy, because you're not. And I just thought to myself, Liam, I felt abandoned this entire trip. Felt alone this entire trip. I've cried and screamed that I want to go home. I hate it here. India's beautiful and I like being in the country itself. But I'm sick of being out and about and by myself. I want to be able to go on a trip for once where I have fun and people aren't awful to me. Because it happened last time when I went to Italy. My best friend was awful to me. She didn't care. They never gave me good vibes. And from their point of view, I might look selfish and dumb, and because I'm not a part of their group, I'm not a part of their little circle, their clique. And I hate it. I hate that this sort of thought and idealism exists. And I wish there were other people I could ask and talk to, but when you feel like you're not a part of the clique, it's very hard. Today was an awful day.
So, I'm in DaVinci Resolve right now, exporting smaller files of all our footage to use as proxies because our video footage has 4 channels and I don't have an easy way of doing that with current proxies. But I just realized something. If I had let Aaron actually go ahead and change all of the names of my shots, I would have been in quite the pickle, because the shots need to be the same name, and at the moment I'm using the name I put on the video that I gave to him as a way of telling what the custom name should be now. And if that had changed, I might have had a bit of trouble naming them. But yeah, it's going well today. Things are moving ahead. I haven't been able to update my Premiere Pro, but I'm hoping once I get all this done, maybe 2015 will have at least a simpler version of Premiere Pro's proxy system that I can use, and yeah, hopefully it'll work. Anyway, see you later guys, bye! Render, 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 render. Just came back from a Macca's run. It was alright. Good to have something a bit more Western, even though, oh no, mine was pretty Western. God, I don't know what day it is. I did a lot of editing today, like holy fucking shit. I think I spent 7 hours editing today. It was like a lot. I arrived this morning from my hotel and basically like had a little nap and then got right into it. We went to Shilpa's last night for dinner, which was really fun. Played some cards, got some juice from her brother-in-law's. Yeah, it was nice to see her. It was really nice to see her, and Shilpa's family is lovely as well. It was nice to see what sort of world she lived in, you know? Sorry I haven't been vlogging much. I've been a little busy with my weekends. I went out drinking on the weekend and had some fun with some friends, which was really nice because I just haven't been able to do that much while I'm here due to anxieties. The hotel I stayed in on the weekend was shit. I wasn't able to download Premiere to fix things and get like the only thing I got done over the weekend was proxies, but thank fuck they're done. And yeah, I basically got an assembly done today, and tomorrow we make the rough cut by midday probably, and the fine cut by the night, maybe. I don't know. Aaron's gonna push me hard. I think he wants me to do an all-nighter, and he might have to get fucked.
It's official! I have tinnitus!
I've stopped keeping track of the days, so forgive me, I haven't posted anything in a few days. I'm basically running off the slowest internet you could imagine, and it's very touch and go. But yeah, today was a big day for me. I got up bright and early at 7 o'clock, full of energy and ready to edit. We just revamped our script the other day, and I was ready. I was gonna punch it out and stuff like that because I knew that it was gonna be due the next day or two. There was a section with news segments that just wasn't working. Eventually Ash and the crew came over and had a look at it and sort of went over what was wrong with it and maybe like gave us some suggestions on how to improve the news segment thing and make it feel like more of a story. Aaron went away for a bit, did some stuff, and came back with a completely new layout. It wasn't just a little bit of a change to those segments where the news story was, like I thought it was going to be. It was more just a completely like new re-edit, like start from fresh, from the beginning. You've still got all your files and stuff there to pick from, you just gotta create a whole new edit again. The edit sort of due, like I thought it was like tonight that we had to give something to 40k, and I just had the biggest panic attack that I'd experienced in a while. I was also a little fed up with the whole starting again thing. Like I'd already put so many hours in only for it just to be thrown away. I'm not comfortable here, and we don't have enough time, and like just knowing that like I was confident with how fast I could edit before, but like as the days crunch, it's like, and a new one now, like I don't have enough time for this, you know, like, and that's what scared me. And thus I broke down, cried, coughed up a bit of blood. I think it's because I'm getting sick again. I also found out that my battery from my phone that I'm currently using is stuffed. As you can see how bulged it is. I don't know how well that's displaying, but it's very bulged out, and it explains why my phone was constantly like, close your case, and I'm like, I have like a freaking case on this thing, like why isn't it's closed, god damn it. But yeah, it turns out that the battery bulging was actually popping open my case, and that's why, and I'm glad I spotted it before I got on a plane and it exploded. Probably won't take it back to Australia with me, to be honest. I'm sure no airplane people would appreciate that, a bulging battery on their planes. So yeah, S5s apparently can blow up too now. Not that it mine has, but you know. After I had my breakdown, Aaron took over editing and did some admin as well. I need a break from it because I've been doing nothing but editing for the last few days, and it's sort of wearing down on me quite a lot. We did go to a Hard Rock cafe last night, and that was really fun, except my ears are crackling, and I read that there's like sometimes your ear can like break or move out of place or something, and it's like the same concept as a speaker that's had like a tear in that like paper stuff that goes boom, 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 you know, so like when it crackles when when the vibrations go through, so certain like low frequencies or high frequencies that really like move your eardrum like create crackling noises in my ear. And I was experiencing a lot of that when like the music's really loud that like the room's vibrating, and so I had to sit outside most of the night, but like I was mostly okay with that. You know, it was like the first time I was okay with being alone, because I chose to be alone, not because I felt like no one wanted to include me, but because my ears were hurting and I just didn't want to. I went back in because they opened the back door, and I'm like, well fuck, like the sound is just as loud out here. So I was like dancing like, yeah, woo, fun times. And like I guess I should find maybe like a really good earplug so I can keep going out and stuff, enjoy loud music and be young and stuff like that, because God knows I love dancing on the dance floor and clubbing and getting smashed and stuff like that. That's I'm a young woman, you know, that's what I do. Not too much, but it's still something I gotta check with my doctor when I get back. But yeah, I'm a little nervous. I only have 4 antidepressants left, and I haven't taken one yet tonight. Leave in 4 days approximately, not including today, so it's sort of a bit of a pickle. Like I just didn't put 2 and 2 together when I got my script, you know, like one script is a month, and I got a bit before I left, and you know, like, I just made a mistake. But yeah, I'm sick again, which is great. It's more in the throat this time, but at least I don't have to go out walking anywhere. And I miss doing whatever I feel like and being my own person. I miss my friends a lot. I guess I've had some good times here, but it's also been a pretty shit time. I regret coming. I came because I felt that I wanted to experience a school trip with other students and stuff before I left university, because I'm about to enter my final year, and during the year I want to take up a job as hopefully a colorist assistant. So going through the year would not be an ideal choice per se. So I wanted to experience that with other people, but I went and chose a trip that no one that I was comfortable with or was friends with really was going on. And I knew most of them were like a year below me. They'd never seen me before. I'm this quiet, heavy girl with colored hair, you know. I've found the girls in my group lovely. They've been great, but at the same time, not enough to overcome the weight of just how shitty the boys segment is. Aaron's they're all right people, like, but they can be a bit mean, a bit not understanding, a bit good at forgetting that you want to be a part of the team. But I have anxiety, which, like, if I don't feel welcomed, I will not intrude. And I don't feel welcome. I don't feel welcome at all. I haven't from the beginning. I haven't now. And I don't think I will to the end. I see other groups and I see their closeness and I get jealous. And I wish that I'd gone on a trip where I had known no one and no one had known anyone. And thus I would have had a chance to make actual friends. But I guess I just chose the wrong trip. And the people, I guess, aren't my crowd. And as much as people just say, well, it doesn't matter, go off, be independent, be yourself, when you're such a person-orientated person and you just can't seem to fit in with the people that you're around, it's depressing. It hurts. I'm so social and I can't fit in no matter how hard I try. And there are people here that are sweet and lovely and they care about me, but at the same time, I guess it's just not quite enough. But I'm trying, and I was ready to run on the weekend. I was ready to message Ash, message Liam and say, what do I need to go home? What do I need to do? I don't care about my marks, just get me home. But I didn't. I pushed through. I had a really good time on the weekend. I got invited out for drinks and stuff, so that sort of made me feel accepted to a degree. And I was able to push past the depression, because I went off my antidepressants for a few days as well, just to sort of get, like, it's better to go off for a day or two than to go off for like a week when you run out. Well, at least I figure, like, I don't know, I'll ask my psychologist when I get home. This week's been better because some of the girls have been taking the little extra effort to notice when I'm sad, because I've told them about how I work, and yeah, and I just can't help feeling like I'm such a bother because of all this. And like I said, like, the guys, they don't want to deal with my depression. Who wants to, really? Like, but it's something I have to deal with, and it'd be nice not to deal with it alone.
That moment when you realize that the only things you have to talk about are the nice places you stayed at by yourself.
I'm currently sitting in the kitchen, crying. I feel so alone. I can't believe it. Just as soon as someone asked me how I was, I broke down immediately and ran. Now it's come to find me. I wonder if they're having any ending celebrations. Forgotten. I'm looking forward to never coming back again.
Okay, so get this right. I get up, I clean, I try sweeping all the floor of the girls' room, I clean the girls' room up completely, perfectly clean the bathroom, the floors, I put my mattress back, I wipe down the benches, anything I can do that doesn't involve moving other people's stuff. Now, I wanted to sweep the floor, but Emma, no, she insists that she's got to keep all her stuff on the floor until she's put up all her pictures, and then she'll pack up. Then she'll start cleaning. And so I go, okay, well, sure. I clean as much as I can, and then I'm tired. It's late. I had a panic attack tonight and cried underneath a table for maybe half an hour, maybe more. I don't know. It was a long time, and I'm exhausted. And, yeah, and so then I find out that we're not allowed to go to bed until the whole place is cleaned and Liam comes and approves. Okay, sure, whatever. So she insists that she needs to continue putting up photos, and not clean. She did put away her clothes at last, and all of her stuff, and just don't like cleaning around other people. It really peeves me off, getting in my way and stuff like that. I just can't stand it. And she finally moves her stuff. I sweep the floor. I decide to mop outside because it's a huge mess. Start sweeping inside the boys' room, and I get in there and they're all just sitting around. And basically all that's been done is things have been put away. Their stuff has been put away. I have already put away my stuff. I had stuff everywhere too. And I get frustrated and I'm like, guys, we need to keep cleaning. Like, come on, don't just sit there. And Emma turns to me and she says, we are doing really important stuff now. We are putting up the photos. We did lots of cleaning while you were asleep for like half an hour. Just the obnoxiousness in her voice, holy shit, makes me so fucking mad. And all of them insisted that they had done enough. I suggested maybe cleaning the toilet, you know, like something like that, you know, see someone doing something busy. Yeah, Jess washed up the dishes in the kitchen. She did a good job. So I think she did her fair share. I've done a shit ton of sweeping. I swept half of the boys' floor. I never made mess in there, that's for certain. And Aaron's insisted, no, we just all keep cleaning until it's done. But how is that fair when I'm the only one doing it? And Jess. So, as far as I'm concerned, I'm not doing anymore. I hate this trip. I hate everyone on it. I hate their selfishness. And, yeah, I'm 100% done with everyone except for Jess and half Aaron. Aaron still peeves me off too. A lot. He can also be quite selfish. Anyway, I want to go to bed and forget this day ever existed. I just want to die. I thought of suicide so much tonight. And I'm not going to, because in a few days I get to see my sweet, sweet boyfriend, and I'm going to go and have coffee with my friend next weekend, and I'm going to have a fucking good time. Just need to get past all these fucking assholes on this fucking last night. But I wonder how my character development's going, you know? Like, how am I growing as a person? Personally, I think I'm crumbling and becoming angry and worse and not learning anything from this experience. Just becoming an angrier person. Yeah. It's great to really be noticed and stuff, you know, like that. Yeah. Anyway, great trip. Absolutely fantastic trip. True blue. Sorry I haven't been posting much, you know, my internet sucks and I honestly just have not been in the mood for editing videos because it's all motherfucking depressing. Anyway, see you tomorrow, guys. Bye.
It's the morning of the final day, and I'm looking forward to it. We're going to do some colour thing this morning, a festival. We've got white clothes and see how we go.
So today was our last day as a part of 40k, and I have to say it was a good last day. It really was. Got up bright and early, got everything together, left, and went to the paint off. I wasn't feeling great in the morning, a bit sick, but like, you know. And we ended up throwing powder at each other and running around and having a good time, and it was fun. It was fun just to throw shit at people, like, and it was a no man's land. It wasn't, you know what I mean? Like, it was a no man's land. I didn't know who I was throwing shit at. It was just fun. Got some in my mouth though. And went out and had the last dinner and got drunk, and honestly it was fun. I'm still quite drunk right now. Yeah, I had a good time with Jess. We hung out, I danced with Emma, we like talked to different people. I didn't feel excluded tonight. It was really freaking great, and just alcohol makes everything better, you know. Woo! Got a sweet little gift from Shilpa and a nice little message and stuff like that, and I'm really looking forward to putting that up on my wall. When I came home, there's like, I got this Uber driver who was freaking amazing. He actually told me he won top Uber driver or something like that. I don't know if like ever or just like from Bangalore, but he was freaking cool. Like, he just like put the icing on the cake for the night more than anything. He was just a really nice guy. His English was like, yeah, not too bad, like, but he was like, I know a little bit of English, like, I'm okay, enough to hold a conversation with him, basically. And he like showed me pictures of him wrestling with the goats and stuff like that, and told me about his village and festivals and all sorts of, like, we just talked about heaps of different shit, like, and it was just really fun. And now I'm home and I'm drunk still. And I'm gonna watch some Mythbusters and pass the fuck out. So, good night everyone, and I'll see you tomorrow. Bye.
I'm on my way from misery.